Okay, so the renovation is in full effect, and you want to know what trim to put up against an aluminium door. So imagine this is an aluminium door, okay? This is a track, or this is a tiled edge. Well, there's a couple different options that we can run with. For the most part, the DIY clientele, the most suitable trim is a product called an L trim. And why do we call it an L trim? Take a look. It looks exactly like an L. So what we would do with this particular product, we would lay the flooring roughly 5 to 8 millimeters away from your wall. And this line here, that line then gets glued to the tiled edge or to the aluminium track. So once it gets popped in place, it looks very clean. It's a very simple way of doing it. And the best part about this is you lay all the floors absolutely everywhere. You leave all these trims off to the end. That's a very preferable way of doing things for a lot of the DIY clientele. And yeah, we find it looks absolutely fantastic. The great alternative to that is a product called a C channel. And that's the C channel there. Okay, so you can see the distinct difference. It actually curves all the way around almost like a U. Absolutely fantastic. So what will happen with this particular product, the flooring essentially slots into it. Okay, so the flooring slots into it like that. But that then C channel gets sickered down onto the floor. So once that is sickered down onto the floor and then the flooring slots in, that gives us an alternative way of doing things. So a lot of the professional installers will prefer that particular method. This would be the very desirable method. For example, like, now imagine this edge here. Imagine that edge here, and you have carpet. So what we would do, so from a carpet's perspective, and you imagine now you've got a room full of carpet. We're going to lay our flooring. The C channel will get put down first, and then carpet gets tucked into it. So the carpet then tucks into that edge. That is the most desirable aesthetic because you take your carpet, it flows in, it tucks onto that edge. You have the lovely C channel, then the flooring. It's very clean, it's very simple, and it's the most desirable way to finish up against your carpeted edges. The other big question, and this is a very commonly asked question, there's tiles, and then they want to segue down into a carpeted area. And that carpeted area is going to be removed and it's going to be down on concrete. So what we would do from the concrete side, we'd have the C channel, okay? And then from the tiled side, we'd have the little L trim. And what I found, instead of having a flat bar that sits across the two, I find the aesthetic of having these two trims together works far better than having a big angled bar that sits across the two. So there's great variability that can be utilized with these particular products. But the beauty about it is they're accessible from Bunnings nationwide, or they can be purchased from different flooring suppliers in the accessories realm. But the best part about this is there's always a solution and always an appropriate trim. And I like the C trims, I like the L trims, but at the end of the day, it's a personal preference for yourself.